Hello, I decided to make a short review video on British Army extremely cold weather mittens. It consists of two different parts. There is the inner mitten and then there is the outer mitten, and they are easily available from British Army surplus stores and from eBay, and the prices will go up from something like 10 euros to 15 euros up, and you can get this separately. So if you get both of them, be prepared to pay something like 30 or 25 euros easily. Now, the inner mitten is quite excellent, I would say, for all kind of outdoor life and general purpose. The back of the hand and the wrist area is made out of ripstop reinforced polycotton, and as you can see, it's in DPM camouflage. The back of the fingers, the thumb completely, and the palm is made out of very thin, nice leather. It has excellent grip and finger dexterity, so if you have to do something relatively precise, you can do it with these gloves. There's also nice tightening mechanism in the wrist, and these are quite nice and long in the wrist, so if you pull this tight, you don't have any risk of getting snow inside your mitten or something like that. And the rumor tells me that these have some kind of Gore-Tex liner. It seems to be correct because I have tested that theory by holding my hands underwater something like 5 minutes, and my hands were absolutely dry after that. So what's good is that very light glove, good finger dexterity and watertight, and these also are quite compressible, so they fit inside your pocket quite easily. But the downside is that these don't have any kind of thermal lining, so if you are in a really cold environment, you should definitely have some kind of either or inner mitten for these, or let's say woolen or Friesian liner glove. Now, of course, if you are spending time in a really cold environment, you might consider the outer glove. The outer glove is made out of Gore-Tex or moisture vapor permeable material, and as you can see, it's really long glove, goes quite long here. It has the same kind of tightening mechanism, that is good, and there is, well, let's say 20mm strap for the wrist to tighten it, and there is some friction dots on the palm and on the thumb. Now, there isn't really any grip. These are really slippery, even if there is the friction dots, and they seem to be wearing off relatively easy. Of course, I bought this second hand, so that might have something to do with that. So also Gore-Tex is a little bit a dodgy material if you don't have anything in the palm section to reinforce it. So let's say if you are making firewood and you're playing with saws and axes and knives and all kinds of sharp objects, well, you can puncture it quite easily, and of course it doesn't get abrasion and all kinds of wear nicely. So, well, that's about it, I guess. And what's good about these, that these have very good and warm liner mitten inside. So let's say if you have something like a very old-fashioned leather mitten without the inner liner, then these are a really good purchase, because you get, or if you get the inner mitten with this. Also, what is good about the outer mitten is that as this is separatable from the outer liner, if you get this wet from the inside, let's say from sweat or something else, this will dry up faster when you can pull this apart compared to the very traditional, well, extremely cold weather mitten. And that's about it, I guess.